My man walked out and got a bit of video. Undefeated at the paradise. Hey, George. Wait a minute. Get close, though. Yeah, come on. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Need a little bass drum up here, Googie. Huh? Yeah. Special shot going out on Sweet Charmaine, y'all. Yeah. My man, we finally back with us, huh? Happy birthday, girl. Let's work, y'all.
Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Talk about where we going. Let me out first and hear what we know without knowing.
Never felt like this before. I apologize.
Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Talk about where we're going.
Wait a minute. Little bit while we get this thing warmed up, y'all. Yeah. How you feel, Tequila? Move something, girl. Right. Hey, G. Move something. something, ladies looking wonderful, fellas, huh? Special shout to everybody came out, Lucky Strikes last night.
Yes, sir.
We had a hell of a time, huh? How you feeling, Reg? Let's work, y'all.
But can we just talk? Can we just talk? Talk about where we going before we get lost. Let me out first. Right. What we want without knowing. Never felt like this before. Apologize if I'm moving too far. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Talk about where we going. You started out right. I can see it in your eyes. I can tell it. What's been on your mind lately? Please, so tell me something. See, you've been dreaming about it, and I want you all to stop thinking about it. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Oh, yeah. Talk about where we're going. Before we get lost. Let me go first. Can't get what we want without knowing. Never felt like this before. I'll apologize if I'm moving too far. Can we just talk? Can we just talk? Yeah. Talk about where we going. All right.
Let's work, y'all.
What? That price? That wait a minute! Priceless and go right there, man. Did that
Hey,
take the bar
talk, sweet
though?
woman, y'all.
Hold it. That's his hold. That's his hold. That's his hold.
Sunshine.
Okay. That's that man's hold. You know what I mean?
Got my arm, you go.
Ladies and gentlemen. Red, what up, do? What it do? What it do? Ray, what it be? What it do? Hey, Ray. It's the Midday Show. We up in here, y'all. Yo, truly DJ Supa, the DJ that saved Go-Go, along with my man, the legend himself, my man Super Cool. What it do? Who?
What's up, Dan? What's up, DMV? Disappointed in y'all, but we're gonna get through. We're gonna get through.
Who you disappointed in, man?
I'm just disappointed in all of the killings, the carjackings, the just the unnecessary violence, man, and I've never seen it. And maybe because I didn't pay attention to it. I didn't pay attention to it because I was out all the time. Now that I'm pretty much, well, because of social media, you kind of, you every day you seeing it, man, and it's we got to figure out something, DMV. Like, I'm sure there's a bunch of mentoring groups and they're doing well, and I would love to be a part of one. I want to volunteer my service because I don't know. I want to see what the kids are thinking about. I want to see what people are really discussing out here, man. And it's I pretty much got carjacked a month ago.
Right.
Yeah, like
right. That is. Yeah,
it was. It wasn't it wasn't as bad as reportedly I guess last night or night before, guy got
Yeah, like for you those that don't know, it's been a long time. So I mean, I don't want to really put a lot of pressure onto it, but we had a tragedy at one of our nightclubs at one of our go-go's last night. Young man got it was a fatal shooting at one of the go-go's last night. So condolences go out to his family and all that good stuff. But man, we just want to make sure that we doing better. Like you said, there's a lot of things going on at these clubs, carjackings and break-ins and all that type of stuff. But it's not a DC thing. It's going on all over the world, y'all. It's going on everywhere.
But because of, we got to focus on your community first. We can't. We really don't have nothing to do with. Yeah, it's around the world. It's just, but just trying to normalize it because it's around the world. Dan, that ain't. I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta protect our kids that's growing up, man. It's a lot of beautiful kids that are our future. And stray bullets, anything, going to school, the pressure of school, people growing up, man, and you know, um, just happy birthday to Amir, one of my godchildren. Happy birthday to little Billy, another one of my
Little
godchildren.
Billy had a B-Day.
Yeah, he had a B-Day Sunday. Sunday. What's the day? The 19th. It was the 19th. And he was excited. A vibrant kid, you know what I'm saying, just coming into the teenage. And then Amir, he's becoming a young man and aspiring young man. That's Buggy's son for the people that don't know. And little Billy is Billy's son, Billy the kid's son. Um, Also have a few other godchildren out there, Amir, uh, and Sierra. And just fortunate, man, just to see them grow up and not really all the way, connected like I want to be, but I gotta get better at that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, go world, y'all be safe out there, man. It's just, when you go to these go-go's, man, just be safe and
Y'all
just.
still didn't get your car back though yet?
The car was found.
The car was found?
Car was found.
All right, all
and
right, all right.
It was parked on Kenilworth Avenue, like it was a part of the neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
And it wasn't that much damage, but it was. They took everything out the car, and seemed like it was on some pipe head stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just seemed like it was just, smelled like weed. You know what I'm saying? Joyriding. I don't know, but they working on it now. So yeah, it's just just glad no one got hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this was up.
I'm glad no one got hurt.
Hey, today, y'all, today it's the 22nd. Today is the 21st of December, y'all. Christmas is right around the corner. Right around the corner. And of course, we've been gone for a minute. So now today, it's gonna be our first official top 20 bands on the 20th. We're gonna be dropping that today.
Angel.
Today. So all of y'all get ready for.
I got a new top 20.
You got a new top 20?
I got a new number one.
A whole new. Oh, you got a new number one?
Yeah.
Okay,
a whole new number one. It's strange, but when you evaluate month to month, y'all gotta understand. This is what I do. I evaluate month to month. Who's having a great month?
That's what it's supposed to be.
But some people think that we just, we should.
The history of go-go.
Yeah, the history.
Oh man.
Nah, it ain't about that. It's about the month. You know what I'm saying? We just awarding. Especially me. I don't know what Dan doing. He might do any, many, money, mo.
Oh yeah, I told you. Whoever wear fluorescent colors. This weekend or next weekend.
Rainbow colors.
Right. Who wear Nikes?
Yeah.
Or Adidas?
Yeah.
Whoever got the most pair of Adidas?
And to me,
on stage at one time.
And to me, it's a bunch of bands that are, that sound great, but maybe not having a good month as far as gigging. So I kind of do that. I look at who's gigging. And see who's really pushing their band, and really, to me, top 5 should be number one.
Top number one go-go band in the city?
No, but they should be number one.
Number one go-go band in the city?
No. They should just be number one because it's my list.
Number one go-go is the go-go list.
No, I don't care about what it is. I just know this is how I promote.
Oh, you shameless plug.
Yeah, shameless
plug. Oh, shameless plug.
Yeah,
Okay.
Y'all get it?
All right, got you. I was like, hold on, number one go-go band in the city now. Y'all a go-go band?
I mean,
I told y'all only got like 15% go-go.
We in the way.
You know what?
We in the way, and so when you are in the way, seems like you kind of get mustered into that
Y'all
flow.
not in the way. Y'all out the way.
Yeah,
Actually.
we are out the way,
Y'all
but
not
we are
in the way.
way.
No, in the way.
You know why? Because sometimes people wonder, you know, and you're right. We out the way.
Yeah, y'all out the way.
We
I'm
out
gonna
the
give y'all
way.
that.
Yeah, we out the way.
In the way, meaning y'all hindering things. Y'all not hindering
No, we
anything.
ain't
Y'all
hindering
just
nothing.
making noise in a different direction.
Different direction.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't think I don't call y'all
Yeah.
in the way type of thing.
Yeah.
And shout out to Bono, man. Bono, man, you
Yeah.
keep on doing your thing, man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
We
But
got Bono on.
You see my man Coop got on Bono. I got on Bono.
I always
Sonny Bono, what it do, baby? What it do?
Sonny just don't want to, he don't want to sponsor nobody. Like Sonny. We are walking billboards, buddy.
Yeah.
Give me a hat or something.
You got one.
This is old.
It's old.
Sonny came on my house and was like, "Hey man, you're my man. I see you wearing, all the boom boom." I said, "Yeah, man, just I'll promote your stuff." Anyway, anybody that got a clothing line that would like to sponsor our show, we will wear it every Wednesday, and we will push it beyond measures. So, anybody got a clothing line, man, that we are a local clothing line that want to get a little push, then we will be happy. And any shows that's popping off, y'all let us know what's going on this week, man. It's a festive week. It's Christmas. You ready for Christmas?
Am I? I don't, man. No.
Why, Dan?
Man, cause I remember I bought like 2 things for my kids. That's about it. I gotta go to the thrift store. See
Kim Evans,
the thrift store.
My favorite.
If I can find something.
Angel said, "Dan, I need to talk to you about that trip in May, sir."
Hey, let's get ready. Fort Lauderdale, baby. It's coming. Today we're gonna do a lot of marketing. Let's do a lot of marketing, y'all. Listen, today, marketing. Let's let y'all know what's going on. As y'all seen how we introduced the show.
Man, it's a pop-up show. Huh?
Yeah, it's one of those shows, man.
Right.
Y'all seen we came
like
with the music.
Kim. Yeah.
Throughout the show, we're going to go back to wearegogomusic.com so that y'all see what's going on. Instead of me just playing music off of my laptop, we're going to go to wearegogomusic.com to let y'all hear what's going on the station right live as we speak. You know what I mean? So from time to time, we're going to be in there and we might be on the station. And you might hear it go this. It might go just like this. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. Get it back up. How do I get it back up? Cool.
Who you at? 20 dope jam.
See, we're gonna be doing that from time to time, man. We're gonna be going back and forth to let y'all know what's playing on wearegogomusic.com.
Two things for 5 kids. What's that, Rodney?
2 things, yeah. Oh, he said I got 2 things. I got 5 kids.
Okay.
Rodney, I don't have 5 kids, man. Stop it, man.
He might. I'm
trying to find my wife one of these days. I don't want her to think that I got 5 kids out here, man.
He said he found his wife yesterday, but he didn't say anything to her, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
Only 2 kids, man. 2 kids, man. One apiece, man. One apiece. But yeah. So
you got to start shopping.
Yeah. Hey, look, real quick, and another thing.
Santa Claus. You a Santa Claus?
Yeah. I'm going to the thrift store when I leave here. See what I can find some, some hand-me-down toys and stuff like that. So,
okay.
Also on this on this segment of the show, you see that I clicked on there. If you wants to join this conversation, I want y'all, somebody test me out real quick. Somebody test me out. Angel, Kim, if you on here, my man Rodney, whoever it is on here, click on that link right now and step into my studio real quick. I want to test how we can bring in guests and y'all can come in here and be a part of this situation and the conversation that we have. And so right now, if you are on the podcast right now, click that link right there and follow the instructions on how to come into the studio. I want to get on these, test these levels and all this type of stuff. We're trying to be different. You know what I mean? And this way we can bring y'all into the show. You can be a part of our show and see, and make sure say what you got to say and join all our conversations that we be having on this show. You know what I mean? Like again, let's start like this. A conversation that I wanted to have, and it's just been it's been like on my mind as a DJ, right? Musically, Trouble Funk has paved the way, have done a lot for go-go. Trouble Funk and they have millions of hits, and their music's being sampled all over the world. Like, but it just don't seem like their music that they have is the music that we put into our rotations as DJs. And I'm like, is there a song, a Trouble Funk song that you love so much that you feel like, damn, Joe, that joint should be something that we be pumping all day long or pumping all the time? It should be a club banger.
Well, I got I got my personal favorites, but I don't think it would work because
Frank White,
Trouble.
Frank White, tune in, man. Tune in.
Their pace was
hit that link.
They had a fast pace,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that will work in today's creative dance. I think because the way people dance now, you know what I'm saying, especially in DC. Other parts of the world, maybe, I don't know, because everybody pop locking and shit. But DC, I don't think the pace of like arcade funk and drop the bomb and them type of songs would register today because they just too fast. I don't think that. Chuck got a slower pace. You know what I'm saying? Chuck.
Click that link right there. Click that link.
Chuck Pocket on.
Click that link and post it to your
Frank White. What's up, babe?
Post that link into your
He said hit the link and follow the directions. I don't know.
We're trying something new up in here, Frank. That click that link and like make it type it into your web, to your browser. Cause I was like, I'll be like feeling like, man, we don't give Trouble Funk. It's just do like Big Tony, man. Like nobody's promoting. Nobody is constantly every year. Like even with Black History Month, we should have a Go-Go History Month where, we talk about, because the generations before us, Dan, they barely know. So if they don't know, it pauses the root of go-go. You know what I'm saying? It's like all they might know is TCB. Backyard might be their Chuck Brown. You know what I'm saying? They're an X.
So what's up, X? Yeah, Trouble was ahead of their time, but Darren, we asking why the DJs wouldn't.
Yeah, why we don't have nobody request that. Like y'all,
nobody requested that.
When you like go-go, when you playing go-go, ain't nobody coming to me and say, hey yo, can you play some Trouble Funk?
Don't touch that stereo.
Ain't nobody coming up nobody comes to, hey Frank White, do people ask you do anybody ask you to play
he said
Trouble Funk? I mean, somebody gotta get it to work, man. I don't know. That's what
Angel said she was there though. Frank White said he played out of town.
Oh shoot. I'm doing too much.
Angel says she was there, but she's at work, so she can't really.
I'm trying something new, people. I'm trying something new. So it's like, people do ask. People do actual rappers to like Darren X. It's funny that we can go into an old school set.
Darren, the question was because
what songs do you play?
Right, so some songs from the 80s or 90s. So yeah, it go with an old set. It goes with the old set. So I guess as a DJ, you gotta get into those zones of 80s music. You know what I'm saying? 80s, you know, because of the speed of the record. That's why.
Okay, here we go. All right, there go Kim. Kim, hold on, Kim. I'm gonna try something. Hold on, y'all. Let me try something. There's something new that we trying right here on the midday show. Hold on 1 second, Kim. Stay right there. You in it? I see you in the back room. Hold on.
Reg, bring some water, Reg. Look at him.
Red.
Oh, red bone.
What's up, Kim?
Y'all know I work from home. I'm just
Lord.
doing
You
this
gotta
because
turn
you
the
said
mic
you
on.
wanted
They
to
ain't got
toast.
to turn
Hold
the
on,
mic.
where Mike at? Hold on, I got.
Ain't right there. Let's say
Kim, why I can't? Okay, hold on, Kim. Hold on a second. I'm working on something.
we
Hold
need
on.
Googie.
Hold on. There's something new to me. Hold on.
Okay, there goes Scooby.
He said it was Scooby.
Scooby.
What's Scooby doing on there? All right.
Scooby Dooby Dooby.
Kim.
Yes.
Just like a
Kim.
Can you hear me? My mic is
Kim,
on. You can't.
Man, Dan over here pushing buttons, bro.
I'm trying to get into work, man.
Oh my
I'm trying to do
God!
something new.
There she go. Here she go right there.
Kim, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can
If
hear
you can
you.
hear us,
Can you
raise
hear
your
me?
hand.
I can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but we can't
Why
hear
can't we
you.
hear
Okay,
you though? Hold on.
he gotta get that straight.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on, Kim. I hear you coming through. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Yeah, Darren, that's what we saying. When you in that set, of course you gotta take people down that road. You can't play Drake and then play Drop the Bomb. We know that.
Damn, Kim, I'm trying. I'm new to this. I'm new to this thing right here.
Well, how you new to it? You did it before, Dan. This
Um,
dude terrible, man.
the music was
It
coming
looked good
through.
though. Look
Look
good.
at Kim, man. I want to hear.
It says
Kim got
everyone
some shit to
can
say.
see and hear me. If the people in the
We can't
comments,
hear you
can
though,
y'all
Kim.
hear me?
Hold on.
Can you say something?
Can you hear me? No.
Hey Frank, no, I'm on air. Don't tell me how to run my business, man. I don't tell you how to DJ. All right, Kim, we're gonna come back to you in a second. Hold on. I like to test things. I know. So, Angel, you can hear her. Hold on.
It says.
My phone. Hold on 1 second. Hey,
Kim, where you at home?
nod your head. Say something. Say something real quick. Say something.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's why we brought up trouble phone, son.
Yeah.
That's why we brought up trouble phone. They don't get enough. We can hear her loud and clear. They say they can hear.
Oh, they can hear, but we can't hear. Okay. All right. So, hey Kim, just do some talking real quick. I'm gonna get my adjustments right in a second.
Do some talking. I guess I can talk to the audience. How y'all doing? I can't see who's on here. So hey everybody. I can only see them. And I hear myself in feedback. Like I can hear it going somewhere.
Hey Kim, go ahead. Talk. You got the show. You got to talk. Go ahead. No, cause that's through my phone. That's through my phone.
Okay.
Right now, we're gonna give you the floor for about 2 minutes to get so I can get some. So while you talking, I'm gonna try to get the adjustments in here. Go ahead.
You don't want to give me the floor because I start talking about some stuff that takes longer than 2 minutes. What are y'all talking about today?
Okay, well, you got longer than 2 minutes. You want longer than 2 minutes, you can have as much time as you want. I just want to hear you. I want to get you here. I want to hear you in the studio.
Okay, let's talk about managers. Let's talk about what we go through as managers. You with me, Coop? A lot of people think managers are not necessary, but managers do a lot more than people think. I'm one of those managers, and Coop is one of those managers. And Ray, I saw her on here. I don't know if she still is, but she's one of those managers. People don't appreciate most of the stuff that we do.
Right, right, right. The job of a manager is
And now I can't hear you, Coop. I can hear you just a little teeny bit.
because some people feel like
I can hear you just a little teeny bit.
There you go. The mic is muted. Go ahead.
There you
can you hear
go.
me, Kim?
Yes. There you go. Yes.
Okay, okay, so we delayed.
Yeah, it's a delay, so you gotta understand.
Um,
I don't understand this bull.
uh, hey, Kim, I'm just gonna talk for a second.
Okay.
And it's we need we need um we need help in here, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, since you brought up the manager thing, I think that I think artists know that the manager uh I think the artist knows that the manager is very important and is a very intricate part of the whole the whole situation. I just think sometimes they blame us for we get blamed for if things go wrong, and then if things don't go wrong, if things go good, we don't get enough credit. Um, and that's what frustrates most managers. Um, and some people can survive it, and some people just you kind of you kind of get tired of it if you don't really uh, talk about it and discuss uh, the what everybody want out of their career. You know what I'm saying? Like it gotta be what you want out of me, and what I want out of you. You know what I'm saying? And we got to come to a common ground to build off of, and just appreciate what we do as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Um, it comes with a lot of it comes with you know so a lot of ups and downs, a
I
lot of
manage lip
critiquing,
band for whoever
a
asks.
lot of patience, a lot of listening to each other.
But I don't just manage a band. I started out managing artists.
So
I managed Black Whitson
so
and Gabby Moe.
it's definitely go ahead. Yeah, this is tough.
I know. I'm trying.
I mean, because I'm talking, then I hear her talk. She responded
It's a
to.
delay. Look at her. She's live right there.
Okay.
If your mouth ain't moving, you good.
All right. But I was talking, then she.
Come on, Grandpa. Get it together. Come on,
Oh my God! Hey, Kim. I don't know what we need to test this
we
because
tested it. We just on some tests, man.
you know what I'm saying. Like it's becoming stagnant a little bit. But I love you. I love what you're doing with Lip Band. I'm always a phone call away. Um, you know how much I love that band. And you know, we all got some. I got some growing to do. Learning, not growing, but learning. Because it's new things that we got to keep up with all the time, that we face every day, because it's new marketing strategies, social media, just dealing with the city. So,
And the promoter game is different now, Cam. They're not giving opportunities to bands like they used to back in the day. We know it's a lot harder for the bands now than it was years ago now. So you guys got to prove yourselves now first before they even give an opportunity. So it's a lot different now. The game is a lot different.
Yeah, it's a lot different for people who are trying to follow the go-go path and do what's always been done. You got to make opportunities, which I do with my band. So that's the difference. There are managers and bands out here that just want to stay in that same path. I don't. So that's the difference. There are managers and bands out here that just want to stay in that same path. I don't.
All right, so hold up, Cam. I'm gonna click you off real quick. I'm gonna click you off. Don't hang up. Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna do something. I'm still troubleshooting up in here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. All right, hold on. So I'm trying everything I can to get this thing right. What's up, Reg? My man, Reg, man. What's going on with you, homie? What's going on with you? So anywhere you want to be, man, get yourself, man, comfortable. Make yourself at home and everything. So look, so when I type it, when I hit this joint right here, cool, music should play, right? Watch this. That was coming through.
DC, the home of Chuck Brown. Oh, you don't know the sound? Well, let me break it down. The G-O, the G-O, the M-A, and B-O. Cito, we've been pumping crank since an embryo.
All right, see, so now with that music being played, right, when that come through, oh, we lost it. All right, so my man Reyes came through with the he said, man, we need some snacks up in here, man. He said, let me get y'all some snacks up in here. So let me ask you this, Coop. Let me ask you this, just to piggyback off of her question about managers, right? So the thing is, as a manager, when you go through and start making these phone calls to these promoters, right? Like, look, to introduce yourself, or do you do that?
Say it again.
Do you call promoters, like, you know what I mean, to say, introduce yourself? My name is Coop. I got a band called Top 5 that I want y'all to be, I want to see if we can do business together, that type of thing. Do you do that? Or have you done that?
Yeah, make a right, go all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's part of management, right?
Yeah, but the only way you're gonna get a call back, because they don't know anything about you. You just gotta have everything ready for them to pull up a link. You can slip them
unmute your mic, Cam.
You can
unmute your mic. Let me see something.
Can you hear me?
Now say something.
I did. Can you hear me?
Shit. What the fuck am I doing? Damn, man, I'm terrible with this, y'all. I feel bad, yo. I feel bad.
You said you wanted to test it, so it's all right.
You should be coming through loud and clear because of the music coming through. Edit mic 6.
But the music is not coming from StreamYard. That's probably the problem.
Say something.
Can you hear me? No.
I got it all the way up. What's what I'm saying? Johnny, man. I don't know. I'm trying. I want to hear this conversation. I want this conversation.
I want to have it.
Say something else. Say it again.
Can you hear me?
I'm getting a signal. I got a signal coming in from me, but I ain't getting no volume. It's like It's like you coming in real low on our side.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. But they can hear you. They can hear you loud and clear on the broadcast, though. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah. Very crazy.
Dude. Well, go ahead, Ken. Anything you want to say? We're gonna hear you with a delay. I got the phone on in the back.
That's okay. I'll wait till you guys get it fixed. I just came because you wanted to
But go
test
ahead.
it anyways. Yeah, very crazy. Oh,
It's
that's a
good.
long delay.
It's good for the show, but it's not here. So it's the monitor.
It's okay.
All right. I'm a.
Oh, that's a long delay.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get it together. I'm gonna get my man Googie in his joint, like Coop always say, so we can get this thing together. But hey, just stay tuned, man. I'm gonna get. I want managers to talk. I want managers to be able to get their say what's on their chest. You know what I mean? So in the meantime, give me a minute. We'll hit you back.
Okay.
All right. All right. Cool. I got the music right on here. Music coming through the TV. But why the audio ain't coming through on the joint? Come on, Googie. You know how to do it, man. You've been doing sound forever, man.
I don't know what to tell you. It's all Chinese to me. It's a great effort. Thank you, Kim,
Right.
for popping up. And like I said, we can always have this discussion because, I mean, you hear, and it's good because you get to interact with band members. Like Carlos Los just said, no excuses. I can't see it now. I don't know what you did. No
My bad.
excuses
My
from
bad.
my manager. She just pushed. And some people, like I said, the band wants the manager representation. They want the manager to book the shows. They want the manager to do everything in their power to get them out there. Um, but a lot of things got to come from the band also, and sometimes that's where the communication kind of like the expectations and you know the band gotta want it just as much as the manager. The manager gotta be really excited about promoting the product, and the band gotta be just as excited about uh, performing and putting out the best product possible that they can. Um, so that it just gives the managers some ammo. You know what I'm saying, to take along with as they go into this world of promoters and getting the door slammed in their face because they don't know who you are. So it's definitely a tough job, man. But the communication just gotta continue. Um, Sometimes I used to talk to Backyard in practice for 2 hours. We ain't even practice. We just talked about being on the same page, what we want out of this. You know what I'm saying? And it was good conversations because they put expectations on me and I put expectations on them, and it kind of I knew what to go home to and go home with. Like, damn, I gotta be a little bit more aggressive, or I gotta do this. So same thing with what Ant does as with Top Five. He constantly calls and puts that pressure on, you know, his expectations, and then me seeing what he do behind the scenes.
All right, try it again, Kim. Malik, come in the room. Somebody come in the
Wow,
room. Come in the room.
this is a Test.
This is tested. We just trying, man.
I mean, okay.
I'm just wait.
All
Keep
right.
talking, man. Keep on talking. Keep on talking.
I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't. I get into a groove. We either waiting on people to come on or what we doing.
No, go ahead, Coop. Just talk to the people, man. Tell them what you was just telling me. I'm sorry.
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good.
Man, we got Reggie Ridge in the building, man.
Hey, Flex got something big gonna happen. Christmas crank, man.
Okay.
Christmas Day.
Okay, Christmas Day.
Christmas Day, man. He gonna play a backyard joint.
Okay.
It's gonna be good, man.
Right, it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good from Down Bumpers.
Down Bumpers.
Hey, Cliff, I'm sorry. I ain't mean to
1996.
I ain't mean to make it lose his
Is that 93?
95.
95 with Bumpers? Nah, that might be like a 93, Joe. 95.
Hey, cool. Hey, Malik,
Something like that.
when you become the program manager like you supposed to be, then I'm gonna
Happy holidays, Pam.
We're gonna do stuff like that right now. You know what I mean? Right now on the air, we on the.
Yeah, I lost my thoughts,
We on
Cliff.
the
Thank
air.
you, bro.
Reggie Rich, what it do, man? That's my brother right there.
Gino,
Coming through, man.
what's up, baby?
Brother
Pam
Reggie
and Pam.
Rich.
Somebody click on that link right there. Come in this room right now. We trying something new
Yeah,
today,
it's a
man.
test show.
This is one of them shows. We just having fun with us, you know,
Mic
while we
check,
up in
1
here.
2 1 2.
Oh, you
Mic
sound real-
check, 1 2 1 2.
You sound real clear, crisp clear, man.
One of them
Chris
wings.
Right there.
come
Come on back in here, Kim.
Come
One
on
more
in.
again. Come on again. One more again. I made some adjustments. I think I got it. I think I got it. For everybody that's tuned in, man, it's one of them shows all about marketing and promoting, man. Whatever you got, Pammy Pam. I was 1865 last week. I will be there tonight. We are coming through tonight. 1865 Georgia Avenue. I was there last night. I'm there each and every Tuesday doing karaoke. But tonight, y'all make sure y'all come out there to check out Pammy Pam and the good push play band. Y'all eating good and stuff and everything, man. Hey, all right, it's all right.
Henry, what's up, babe?
Happy. They go another.
Got
They
some
go
music, man.
another promoter. Oh, real quick, y'all. Here again, right now, for the time being, I'm just letting y'all know. As time, I'm going back and forth to let y'all know what's playing on the station. So y'all get a chance while in between while we trying to get this troubleshooting thing going on, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out wearegogomusic.com right now. Oh, well, not right now. Well, 24 hours a day and check out what's going on. Let's see what's going on there right now. What's on there right now? Yes. Somebody come in the room, man. Hold on. Hold on. Real quick. Kim, say something.
Can you hear me? No.
Hold on, Kim. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. Say something, Kim.
Can you hear me? No. Nope.
Man, give me 16. Give me 16.
Can you hear me?
There it is.
All right, y'all can hear me now.
You're in the building.
All right,
Yes.
that's what's up.
Cool. Call me Googie Jr., Joe.
Man, I need some weed, man. I need some weed. You know how a nigga blow your high? Like this little process. I need some weed. Somebody bring some weed up here, bro.
Fine hoe.
I'm gonna smoke that motherfucker. That's what I'm gonna do.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Fine hoe.
He said, yes, I am.
Hey, I dare you call this blow.
Shit me.
I dare you call this.
Don't make me go to the car.
Listen, if I could leave my desk right now, I would be there. I don't smoke weed though. I'm sorry.
That's more for me.
That you do, Kim.
All right, thank
No,
you.
I
Kim.
don't.
You are the best.
Oh, DJ Reggie on here.
You are the you are the best.
Thank you.
Red,
I try.
let's see if we can hear you too. Red, say something.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Not you, Red.
Oh, brother Red.
Brother Reg is in the building. Brother Reg.
yo.
Oh man, I'm in the building now.
Yo,
Yeah.
can y'all hear me?
I got an echo, loud echo. DJ Cat Boogie says we got a loud echo.
Okay, that's so when they come in the room, it's an echo.
I don't know. I mean, that's
Can I
what
echo when I say something?
All right.
is it a is can you hear us? Los, what's up, Los?
Y'all hear echo when I say something?
Nah, we good. We good. We good. We good. We just testing out some stuff, Red. You know.
Yeah, I can hear y'all real good. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you definitely. Yeah, definitely hear you. Definitely hear you.
I got real good.
All right. All right. Why you put
Can I get
DJ behind?
Is the echo when I say something?
No, you good. You good. Okay. All right. All right. So let's get to Kim real quick. Let's get to Kim. Real quick. Let me get to Kim real quick. Kim has some questions. She had something on her mind earlier. So I'm gonna mute you real quick. I'm gonna mute your mic.
You can just invite me back because I might need the whole show to discuss what I need to say.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it. I want to hear what you got to say.
No, I think people just disregard managers. I hear a lot of negative things about managers, but people don't understand what managers go through. And as far as managers of bands, that's something difficult because for some odd reason, there's a difference between a band and a go-go band. A go-go band is supposed to go through these same little hoops out here, these same promoters, and bands don't do that. So I was just saying that I don't want to go through the path of the go-go path. I don't do that. I get my own shows because of that reason. Now I will if the sounds right to me.
So
but I'm trying to put my band in a different situation. I have artists to attend to as well. Being a manager is not an easy job. It's 95% business and 5% talent, and I hate to say that. Excuse me to all of y'all talented musicians and artists.
Hey, and that is you're gonna have to explain that one because they gotta understand. I understand what you're saying, but the artist, because it's and they will understand it better once you explain that.
Well, the issue really is that I can't explain it because most people don't know the business of music. So if you don't understand the business of music, you're not going to understand what I'm saying. And I would say about 85% of the people in this area do not understand the business of music. And that's sad.
Right.
So if I explain it, a lot of them are going to be looking dumbfounded because they don't know the business. But if I broke down the business to you, literally the music business is 95% business and 5% talent. The talent is a big thing. That's the reason why we do our job. But at the same time, there are other levels to a lot of other things that people don't understand. That's why in my opinion, go-go doesn't go anywhere because they don't have the business right. I can guarantee you I've talked to somebody who played in Chuck Brown's band and told me a lot of things like the business part has been overlooked for so long that people don't get it.
Right. So this is we this is where the disconnect comes when you're dealing with your artist. So like if you take on an artist and this is what you can't worry about nobody else's you can't worry about nobody else's situation because everybody if that's what they do, then that's what they do. But to get your artist on the same page, you will have to break that down to them, or it's going to be a disconnect. And then you would walk your separate way, because it'll be hard to progress if your artist, if y'all not on the same page. You know what
Which
I'm
is
saying?
why I've been working with the same artists for a long time, because they understand what I'm saying. Now,
Yeah.
and it's been a lot of people, a lot of artists that come to me and ask for my help, for me to manage them, but I can't do it because there are a lot of young talented artists out here that are just bullheaded. You know what I mean? They want to make music, and you're putting it out on SoundCloud. So what actually are you doing for yourself? Nothing. Are you a member of a member of ASCAP or BMI? Any of you in the go-go bands or any of that? Are you guys members? Are you getting a check every 3 months? Probably not.
Right. Black, what's up, Black? Yeah, most definitely.
That's one of my artists. Black Woodson is one of my artists, and he knows the business, but he doesn't want to deal with it. So guess who does that?
Right. No doubt. And I think Kim, and I'm not making excuses for this area, but the root of this area starts off in the home, and your uncle being the manager, you picking a leader, or in school when you making up a band around a way, and you decide your aunt. You know what I'm saying? So it's really not a lot of, they come from, because I didn't know the business. So I just knew about leadership. You know what I'm saying? So when you just following and you looking up to bands like Rare Essence and Trouble Funk, and you just following, you know what I'm saying? You just thinking that this is all you supposed to do is gigs. So me going through that and learning that, because it does take some time. It does take some time for it to register that you have to have all of these, qualities in just being a manager, all these responsibilities. But when it start off as a group of people that just got together and said, "Man, let's put a band together. I want to play at the rec down on the corner. Let's charge $10. Let's all split it so we can go to McDonald's." You know what I'm saying? It starts off. It don't start off business. And
it does. It doesn't. Yeah. You're right, but in my situation, it was a little different. My brother's on here too, DeCarlos Cunningham, Los.
Right.
And Los can attest that I've managed. This is now what, the fourth band, Los, or something. But it does start out that way. The first band that I managed, my brother was a congo player, and Los was in that band too, and so was Chief. And Ricky and all of them or whatever, but it was kind of like, you gonna manage the band. When they made the recipe, they was like, "Hey, sis gonna be the manager." That's how it starts. But they know that I'm business minded, so they pick the right person. You can't just say, "Hey, we need a manager. How about you?" If you don't know the business, you got to learn the business. That's all I'm saying.
No doubt. And I had to learn it. That's what I'm saying. I had to learn it. So they picked the right person, but they ain't know if the right person. I'm talking about me. I ain't know nothing about no paperwork, no contracts, and none of that. I had to learn it on the job, and it took me to be being approached, of what I need. I had to really dig down. I managed a drugstore. I wasn't really, and I love music, but I was just a person. They figured that shit, if if you 19 and you manage people's drugs, you must know some business. You know what I'm saying? So they took a gamble on me, and it worked. But I'm taking me and you out of it because those are you know it was good. They put you in that position, and they felt that you were the right person, and you are. I'm just talking about some of there's hundreds of bands out here that might not have that person, but that person just want to help them. But sometimes having that person in charge that just want to help, they might not know certain things. You know what I'm saying? I still it's still new stuff that comes out. That because analytics and all this new wave stuff that I'm not sharp on, and I'm not afraid to say I don't know. And I call people. I call you. Industry. Yeah, it was based off of. It wasn't based off of everybody knowing what to do at the beginning. So hopefully people are learning as they.
Can I answer Benjamin's question? Hi, Benjamin.
What,
To answer your question is to eliminate the word go-go out the situation. If you keep saying go-go band, then you're not going to do the business right because you guys have a certain view of how go-go is supposed to be, and it should not be that way. Music is music. They just have different genres. No genre other than go-go proceeds or does business differently. Go-go is the only one. So if you eliminate that word and just be a band, and your manager knows that and knows how to carry on from that point, I think that's what makes a good manager.
um they had to trust you, Black Benjamin, BJ.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you, Benjamin. Ask your question because it really, to me, it doesn't make sense for somebody to say in go-go. We're in area, but that's just the genre of music, is what I'm saying. A manager is just a good manager, period. It's not a good manager in go-go. Do
and
you understand what I'm saying?
and business is business, whether it's and to expand on Tim, business is business. At the end, that's why she says just eliminate the word go-go, and understand that business is business, no matter you know,
Point
and
blank.
and the fact that you know go-go. We was just talking about that, Tim. I think last week, of how many, like, go-go is structured. Like you got to have 10 members. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you don't. Like,
Right.
you got to have a cowbell player. You gotta have you gotta have this. You gotta have that. You gotta have, and it's like people so stuck on that because that was the makeup of a go-go band, that it kind of like business, street office band, etc. All the same. Uh, business, street office. What's that? Ben? BJ, you need to come in because I don't know. Understand your technical.
So the bottom line, a good manager knows the business, and if they don't know the business, they learn the business. That's one. And
Yeah,
two, they understand that business is business. Like BJ is trying to say, it's in the office or wherever it is. It's the same. You structure your band, not a go-go band. You structure your band the way a business is set up, and you have a manager who is organized and knows the business, lead the band, and like my brother said, protect the brand. This band, my lit band, is not just a band, they're a brand.
right, right, okay. Yeah, yeah. So Monica, so keep, don't forget you gotta have a guy that says Yeah, all night long. Ain't no bullshit.
Yeah,
And and
yeah,
and and, and
yeah.
I think Malachi got it
Come on,
early on with Humble Sauce
come on.
because he cut all that out. You know what I'm saying? It's just as far as marketing and everything. But yeah, I mean, well, what I call it doesn't change how I handle business. No, and that's cool, BJ. It's just Gogo has a stigma,
Thanks, Aaron. I'm trying to figure
and
it out.
Gogo has a way that
I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out what the place is.
somebody following the broadcast there. They need to mute the secondary device. I don't.
No, it's me. It's me. I'm figuring it out. I'm gonna figure it out. No, it ain't time.
Wow, you did. Yeah. Yeah. It don't change how you handle the business, BJ, but you gotta understand that how this 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 genre does business a certain way is probably the reason why we haven't gotten out of the city for the most part. Some songs have made it, you know what I'm saying, but the way we doing it, you know what I'm saying, is needs to be we need to be doing it a different way. So yeah, it's just you don't need a manager till you have something to manage, not directed at anyone particular, just in general. Yeah,
Applause.
Monica, and it's but you know what I'm saying, like, but what happens is Miley
You
is
got a band.
you
You
know
already got the band.
no,
And then
but
you
but
mad.
what happens is people come, but that's up to but people do come and ask Uncle Joe to be the manager. You know what I'm saying? So Uncle Joe just jumps in the game like, man, I just want to help my nephew and them,
Not know what he doing.
not knowing what he doing. So that's where a lot of stuff gets kind of that's where it gets jumbled at Kim, BJ. And when you
if
got a
you
lot,
have a if you have a band or a artist or a brand, it's the same thing. It does not matter what area you're in. It does not matter what genre of music you're playing. You have something to manage and you manage it. It's like a band coming to me saying, okay, we need a manager. I'm not just going to say, okay. I'm going to listen to the band. I'm gonna make sure that the band members are talented, which lit band members are. I don't know who knows them and who doesn't, but they are. And I'm not saying that because they're my band. I don't really feel like managing a band, to be honest with you, but I believe in the band. So I do it. But the bottom line is business is business. And if you don't know the real business of music, then you're not going to understand any of this. And I don't expect you to.
yeah, but I was called a good manager and I ain't no shit, Kim.
That my point exactly. A lot of things that I learned, I didn't know just off of the break.
Right.
And
So
like I said, we're not. And personally, Malachi, I'm talking to you too. It doesn't. I'm not even talking about bands in particular. I'm talking about managing entertainment. Period. I manage two artists too. Let's leave the band away alone. My artist music is in distribution. Y'all can go find it now. My band has music in distribution. So I do have something to manage. And I'm not saying that you were talking to me. I'm saying that a good manager knows the business and does what's needed for that artist to make
well,
money.
we not street, and that's why the industry lacks. So we're not. I think these questions are just in general, and these responses are in general. Until DMV rappers started making industry moves instead of local moves, business wise, the industry ain't do business with folks from around here. Hold
That's
on.
true.
So DMV rappers started making industry moves instead of local moves. Business wise, the industry ain't do business with folk from around here. I don't I don't know. Kendall, she's definitely uh that's Kim Evans. Definitely. I like her too. Um I think Black the business was done since the late 70s for real. But it broke because you know the shit was it wasn't. No, we know that's what I was saying, Malik. Mally said I wasn't talking to you, ma'am. I was just speaking in general. No,
No, I only said I was talking to you, Malachi, because I was addressing your comment. I was also addressing Benjamin's comment, so I just wanted to decipher the two. That's all. I wasn't saying that you were speaking directly to me because nobody knows me on here except for the people that really do.
Do they have workshops in the DMV to talk about? Yeah, you just gotta know amongst um
I had a webinar. Nobody took it. I've been saying the same stuff that I'm saying now for the past 7-8 years. I used to teach webinars. I stopped doing it because either I already know that and they really didn't. They just wanted to act like they knew it, or they just thought they were too good to take my webinar. So I don't do it anymore.
well, brother Reggie Rich didn't know you had a webinar. So Kim, you can't stop if you feel like this is something that would help people, because sometimes people might not be the time, but platforms like this can can bring awareness again to the thing. You know what I'm saying? As we
I
are
tell you
still,
what, I'll start it back up in 2023. For
yeah,
anybody that wants to take it, is a very cheap webinar. I know some people on Facebook that have taken my webinar, but it's a matter where people have to want to learn and not just think that they know everything. And I see some people are willing to learn. Ray was willing to learn. It's a lot of people in the DMV that are willing to learn, but it's a whole lot of them that ain't.
a lot of people. It's people follow. They follow history, Kim. So like, for instance, you know, I feel like you have the tools, and people gotta know that you have the tools. So if they don't know you got the tools, they might not chime in. So like, I think your background, people need to, I think you might want to push your background a little more. So a person, oh, okay, he's done this, he did that, boom, bop, bing, bam, okay, so 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 because we're even with this show right here, no matter how many, me and Dan, we bring on a lot of people, different stuff, and some people hear it, some people don't. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about this before, and we're talking about it again. And maybe the people didn't catch it last time. So Malachi said, I encourage everyone to join the Recording Academy. They usually have good events that speak on the business. Also, Made in the DMV does an annual conference with hood panels.
And see,
So
I didn't know that. So that he just gave me some information, but that's what I'm saying. People have
right,
to be willing to learn, to accept
yeah,
the knowledge.
yeah. Thanks to this platform, we try to, you know, we
But
try to bring out the best in
but
people.
when it comes to it, it's like when you do these.
I have done workshops and artists want to sing, they rather perform. Brother Reggie, Rick, same thing, Rick.
I agree, Reggie.
We gotta, you gotta pump it out a little bit more, so we know, what I'm saying? Because don't feel like everybody is ignoring it. Because some people need it, some people want it. So you just gotta keep, don't stop, don't give up on it. What you say?
So Kim, are you having issues as far as pushing the brand of hit band out to the in the go-go community?
No, because I'm not trying to present them totally to the go community. Like I said, eliminate the word go go. This band is a band and a brand. It's not. I wouldn't say a go go band. We do play go go, but they can play other music. I'm shopping this band to other things. Like I said, they played for the National Parent Teacher Association at the whatever, what is that hotel on the harbor. They played for a lot of places where Jill Biden spoke at. They play for elementary schools in DC all the time for their Black History Month. But nobody knows this because everybody's so focused on what promoter can we go beg to be on their show with now to open up for somebody. I'm not that manager, and I ain't gonna be that manager. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Dan. I think Dan wants you to beg the man.
It was not the MGM Grand. It was the other one, the first one, Black.
I said out of sight, out of mind.
You asked me a question. You said, "Do I go? Do
y'all call managers?
Yeah.
Do you call as a manager?
Yeah.
Do you call different people and say,
"You ain't got that time"?
I'm just asking you that question. I was like, as a manager, if I manage the band,
I do it all.
I would have you have to introduce yourself, introduce your band, right?
You don't have to.
How you market?
You because social media is different now. Like, I mean, I get people to call us now, but I don't even know.
I'm gonna tell y'all the honest to God truth. A lot of the gigs that we get come from referrals. People see the band and they tell somebody else and they call me.
Right. Right.
You market yourself the right way, they're gonna come call. Everybody. You'd be surprised who's watching you.
Well, like I said, we have a spectrum. It's like if you're a go-go band, it's like, I know you like to take the word go-go out. It's like the go-go industry is pretty much how the referrals come, right?
No.
Oh.
Damn, social media has changed the whole complex of this thing. You market your band right, you getting calls, you putting out good music. You can just sit. You can just sit, bro. You ain't got to call. I ain't naming no promoters, but you know what I'm saying? Some people you already got a relationship with. So relationships help.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? A promoter might come to, like we played in Richmond last night. 3 promoters came to me because we was actually, you know what I'm saying? They didn't know us. I ain't had to go around introducing myself. 3 promoters came to me in Richmond and said, "Who are y'all? I want y'all to come down here more." We represented ourselves. So when you go out and you perform, ask questions to see what other people think.
I'm still working on it. I'm trying to figure it out.
When y'all do praise and worship at my church, God, the feedback is terrible. That's what Go-Go is missing, Pops marketing. Definitely, Kendall.
So again, what I'm asking,
but like Tim said, referral.
So let me ask you all this, dude. This is the music industry. I don't like Beyonce because she's sexy. I don't like Beyonce because she sings good. I like Beyonce if she to do a concert of her music that she's bringing. You know what I mean? So do you got to get exposure? Do you have to have a library? Or do you just because you can booka baka? You got a nice pocket. You got a nice pocket.
That's why NBA players that play in high school. They get money on potential, bro. A nigga see you in high school, you dunking over everybody. They start talking about.
Not the same.
What you mean? It's potential.
It's not the same comparison.
They don't have no background.
It's not the same comparison.
No, you talking about somebody that don't have a background, don't have the music out there, the value. You know what I'm saying?
Stick to the music industry. I don't want you.
All right, you talking about somebody that don't have a background, right? Yeah. Don't have a value,
right?
And you a promoter, and you hold on, you the promoter, and you hear this young lady, and you like what you like her look, you like what she sound like. You not gonna take interest in her?
Okay, yeah.
That's what these people are doing. They're taking interest in now I'm talking about top 5. We don't have no background, we don't have no volume, we don't have no music out, except for Ant got some music out. they're looking at the potential. They looking at us face up. I had a good time. I've seen this group. They're an amazing group. They approached us. We ain't got nothing to do with how many people how many people. They ain't even thinking about that. Some go-go promoters, yeah, they think about that. They think about how many people you can pull. Yeah, they think about that. Malachi was saying it the other day. That's important. You need to know how many people, but we haven't gotten to that point. It's a raw talent out there that people gonna take interest in. I like what I want to be the first one to put your name in lights. I want to be the first one that introduced you to the world.
So what's the
impression of what they saw? The music, the look. What you mean? They saw something that, yeah, if I get these people in front of some people, I want to be the one that's connected. Just like anybody just trying to take a liking to anybody, take a liking to mental attraction, and say, shit, I'm gonna be the DJ that's going to stand behind them because I believe in them. I'm gonna be the DJ to get them out of there. I'm gonna be the DJ to get subtle out there. I'm gonna be the DJ to get a POB out there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to believe in their potential, and if they don't, they're gonna be stuck still trying to be like, you can't stay in this quicksand, bro. Go-go is quicksand. So you got to figure it out. You got to be different. You got to come out and make somebody say, man, that motherfucking head, bro.
That's the key words. You got to do something different. If you do what everybody else is doing, you will not stand out. I use this analogy all the time with my band. I say, if I was in a marching band, when they all go to the right, I'm going to the left. Because who everybody going to be looking at?
Yeah, but Kendall, that's a talent scout. That's a talent scout, Kendall. But promoters are approaching the talent. Three promoters came to me last night.
You have, DJ.
Came to me last night. Never seen the band before, and how much y'all charge? I need you on my type of event. It's opportunities, man. You ain't gonna get those opportunities staying stuck in one place. Like I said last week, back I used to play
Have a great live show. All of us on the street wherever you are. Have a happy holiday. Have a happy holiday.
What was that?
Good music that need to be out there. You can just not hear it.
Okay, I wasn't the only person that heard that. I thought I was tripping and it was my phone. All right.
Where that music come from?
I don't know, but everybody heard it, so it wasn't just me.
So that must be where the echo is at. Hold on, man. I'm trying to figure this shit out. Well, I mean, y'all bear with me for a second. We're trying to get this back together. Well, I mean, matter of fact, give me a second. Let me find out what's going on. We gotta go with music.com for a second. Hold on, y'all.
DJ funny as all though, what?
I want y'all to make some noise. Get it out. One more time. So what? I love you so much. Oh, you're spoiling me now. You're spoiling me, y'all. I want to start off easy. You're so breezy. I want to start off easy, y'all. A little bit loud. Oh, I love you so much. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Tell you nothing but the truth. You're looking out of sight. Want you to hold what you got. This is your spot. Do it like you want it because we love you a lot. Special shout going out to all the lovely young ladies. And Mr. Dynamite, I want to play stuff here. We're going to let them warm up for you in a minute. Uh-huh. You ready? Oh, yeah. Y'all been ready. You was ready before I got here, right? When I was a young boy, I was age of 5. My mama sat down and told me, you're the greatest thing alive. Now I'm a grown man, way past 21, y'all. Believe me, lady, I can show you lots of fire. I'm the man, girl. I'm a man, baby. I'm your hoochie coochie man.
Just wanted to let y'all know what's going on. We are GoGoMusic.com, the 24-hour radio go-go station, man. Playing go-go all day, every day for our go-go lovers out there, man. So got my man Super Coop, my man Reggie Rings up in here with us, man. We up in here. We just chilling, man. Couple of days before Christmas, right here. We trying something new, y'all. Y'all work with us, man.
Val.
You know, Val, what's up, Val? You know what I mean? Appreciate all of you guys who be tuning in to us each and every week. Something we trying to get off the ground back up in here. We are GoGoMusic.com. If you want to have your own podcast, y'all. If you want to have your own podcast, hit me up. I'm opening the doors now, man, for everybody who want to have their own podcast, who's trying to do something with their own brand. Let's do it, man. I'm ready. The new year is here. 2023 is right around the corner. Let's get this thing popping on wearegogomusic.com, y'all. I'm with y'all. Let's do it. You know what I mean? Kim, I don't know. I think we lost you right there. You know, we're trying to get back to you if you're trying to come back up in here. But anybody who wants to join this conversation today, come on in here, man. Come on up in here. Uh-oh. What my man Cliff wrote on here? What do you say, Coop? But
Cliff says, what I look from a promoter's point of view is a front line with vocals. That's the talent. It doesn't matter if they're singing covers or not. Brandy from Vibe is an example. She's simply one of the best. I sit back and watch the audience reaction. Top 5 female vocalists can flat out. Thank you, Cliff. Cliff really observes. Cliff will sit in the front row and observe the band.
mm-hmm.
And shout out to his wife too, because she will sit in the front row and observe the band. And so ultimately being not only a promoter, they are talent scouts. They want to make sure that whoever they book are able to, and that's part of it. Of course, they want, part of being the promoter want the band to, to pull people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing Malachi was saying with his comment. How you set how you value yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I used to do that back in the day because somebody will say, well, how many people's in the black hole, Coop? I say 1,500. And I started that in La Pina with Walk Jam. So like we're it's like my price, and Malachi, you are so right if you still here. My price started off of doing the shows myself and seeing what I can really pull myself. So until I got to that certain point, so like I did a few shows up La Pina, and when we split the after the expenses, we would split the profit. So if I got $1,000 and Walk Jam got $1,000. I took half of my. I said, well, I feel like I can charge $500. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if a promoter called me, I just made $1,000 myself. So if a promoter called me right now, I can charge $500. So I started using that kind of scale as I went along. So we started doing number 10 Boys and Girls Club. We started doing our own thing. And my crowd became consistent. Then we'd make $1,500. So I said, well, now I done made $1,500. Now I can charge $1,000 to a promoter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and that's up to them to negotiate you, but just off of what Malachi was saying, knowing your value, knowing how many people you bring in per how much you're charging at the door, and you looking at pretty much 40% of that, in which Malachi, I was doing 50%. I was taking 50% of how you was breaking it down, but I was like, man, we at least worth 50% of what I just made. Not saying that I can charge 1,000 because I made 1,000. I was saying 500. So half of it. So I knew that a promoter can make some money with me if I charge $500. You know what I'm saying? That room, give them that room. And that's from doing your own shows and understanding the expenses of a show, understanding how much you charging at the door, how many people come in. So, and at the Ibex, because I didn't know, and this is what I did to the Ibex. I said, well, if we got 200 people at $20, that's $4,000 made, right?
That's at 3 levels though.
Right. No, I'm just saying. This is how I was able to get $3,800 and $4,000. Because I left them a chart. We agreed to a chart. If I bring this many people, this is what's fed to the band. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I offered. I just presented it to them because I was like, well, right now I don't mind doing a percentage, but as the night grew, I wanted us to grow as a company. Right. So yeah, we did it. We did it different ways, man. Like. You don't start because I was charging $100 for a long time for backyard. Just pay the sound man. We playing. Yeah. Give me $100. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Then it grew to 500. Then it grew to it just grew. But and you got to know, nowadays it's a little different. It's a lot of people hiring you now for your service. That's where it comes. That's where the promoter kind of comes out of the play. And it when you start to get hired for these company gigs and these professional gigs, then you have a price. Now your chest is up. Service. Now you it's a service. So sometimes sometimes I might get stuck at that service price. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the pitch you gotta kind of like play with a little bit. Because you're getting so many gigs. I'm gonna tell you, like Vibe and Belladonna and Kim and Scooby, Let It Flow, those 4 bands, Still Familiar. Those bands are getting so many, even Backyard. I'm starting to see them getting a lot of private events. You know what I'm saying? So I know they getting their money. I know they getting their money. They doing them private events. You know what I'm saying? So it's fun, man. It's fun. But Mally, we got to get you on this. I'm about to pull him in. On this StreamYard. I'm trying to pull him in. Hopefully it works. I don't know what the hell is going on.
So are y'all getting feedback now that Kim is not on, or was that the feedback?
You saying it was Kim?
Mute the microphones.
Are you blaming Kim for the feedback?
No, I'm asking. I'm not blaming it. He's trying to start stuff.
Hey. Kim don't care. Kim is that's my boo. She don't care. She just was.
She can be my boo.
Right? Hey, you could be both our boos.
She could be both our boos.
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to send Malachi this link real quick, so he can come on, into this room. The great, White Hope right here, my man Reds, aka.
I like Reds. I like Reds.
All right, I just sent it to your messenger, Reds. See what we can get.
Jim and Scoop.
In the meantime, what's on WeAreGoGoMusic.com real quick? Y'all can hear on the good We Are Go Music. The good JYB is on there right now. Tell me y'all.
Crankaholic.
Tune in all day, every day, baby. You know what I mean? What we're talking about.
Junkyard don't play fair, man.
Malachi, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh man.
There he is. There he is. Look at him.
Malachi, you look like you're on BET or something, man. You look he always got the background of California sun. It's freezing up here.
You just called me the Great White Hope and then said I look like I'm on BET. All right.
Exactly. you our brother.
You my Great White Hope, man.
Likewise. Y'all my brothers too.
Red Hope, you ain't white.
Even though Super Dan is a straight VA bomber, but that's all good. What is it today? Let's see. It's a really cold 69 degrees.
Damn.
What I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more like 29. But Malachi, I was just, expanding on. I seen your conversation the other day about. I mean, we have so many subjects here, and because we were, and I like it that way. We don't come with a, we kind of we let everybody kind of chime in and speak their truths about how they feel about certain things, and we learn a lot from people that come on here. So even with you, I saw you talking about, knowing your worth, and a lot of bands, pretty much, what became of that conversation? Did something happen with somebody? What became about that?
It just happens all the time because I think bands they think that their value.
Well, let me introduce you. You're an agency, right?
I own an agency, yes, and a record label,
a live agency, and you book events and you deal with. Hey, Coop, I got an event for you. How much you charge? And I say $10,000, and you try to figure out where I get that price from.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
And we got to be careful about that because it might scare off pursuers. You know what I'm saying? It might, if you don't know, pretty much where you kind of land at. So what happened?
I mean, it wasn't a specific incident. It's just that I think that it's a common mistake. It's not just a go-go thing, but it's really prevalent in go-go because the bands are so big, and bands look at it like, well, I got to pay 3 keyboard players and 2 singers and a lead guitar player, and don't forget the dude that just says yeah all night long. Right. You know what I'm saying? I got all these people to pay, so how am I gonna make that work when you only gonna pay me $500? Well, that's the reason why I bring that thing up, because your worth is as a band is not made up of how many people you got to pay. That's not the promoter's problem. You know what I'm saying? A promoter is in this game to showcase great talent and make money. So if the band charges more money than the amount of money that comes in the door, then the promoter loses money.
Don't make sense.
You know what I'm saying? So the the best case scenario is where both, and there's also a lot of argument about, well, who's supposed to promote the show? Is it the promoter or the band? And it's all kind of tied into the same thing, which is it's both. It's not supposed to be just one side or just the other. So you're supposed to make a deal in the beginning that makes sense for both parties. And I understand. I didn't know, until I started really like promoting shows and working, like running the entertainment at the casino and working for an agency in LA. And I didn't really, it's not something that's just common knowledge, I don't think. So that's why I put that little clip up, the other day so people can hopefully know what it is. But it's like you make a deal in the beginning that benefits both people, which is it doesn't put too much risk on the promoter, but it also doesn't put too much strain on the band either. And then you make a deal just like you were talking about with Walk Jam. This is a pretty common deal in not just in go-go, but in the whole music industry, which is called well, you guys, it sounded like you just did a door split after expenses.
Yeah.
But what I do a lot is what they call a versus, which is almost the same thing, except it's a guaranteed amount or a door split after expenses, whichever one is more. So if I agree to pay you $1,000, yeah, if I agree to pay you $1,000, then you get $1,000 whether it's one person or 10,000 people in there. But if there's 10,000 people in there and our expenses are, whatever, $5,000 and we got 10,000 at the door, our expenses are 5,000. So that means there's $5,000 left and our agreement was 80% of the door after expenses. Then there's $5,000 left after we paid the expenses, and whatever 80% of 5,000 is, $4,000 or whatever, that's what you get. I probably made that sound more complicated than it need to be, but basically it's the band gets paid an amount no matter what, but they can make more if a lot of people come, and that incentivizes both sides, the band and the promoter, to promote the show to get as many people there as possible. So that's
an excellent deal. I feel.
Yeah. Well, the issue is with that is that, well, I mean, that should be how it is. But in go-go, you got so much distrust on both sides. The promoter doesn't trust the band to even be able to bring $1,000 worth of people in the door. So they're not willing to pay the $1,000 guarantee. And then the band doesn't trust the promoter to give them the real amount of people that came in the door to make that back end deal. You know what I'm saying? So when I do these types of shows, I do them. You see, the venues that I book are Fillmore, City Winery, Howard Theater. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't typically do like Hangers or, Babylon. Not that there's anything wrong with those venues, but the bigger venues owned by the bigger promoters, they give you a sheet at the end of the night that's printed from the computer that says this is how many tickets sold, this is how many people were in here, times this amount of money, and you can see all the math done right there. It's not just some dude at the end of the night being like, yeah, man, well, we didn't really make it tonight. I mean,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the typical go-go experience. And so you got so much distrust on both sides that it's hard to make deals like that work, which is why most go-go bands are like, nah, just give me $3,000. I don't need the back end. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, so that's what I was talking about.
No, that was and I can read between. I mean, I sometimes I might not even chime in because I can read in between because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been that guy that, and the only thing now that I just brought up about service. Pepsi call you. How much you charge? They don't care about no number. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So private party. They don't.
Well, yeah, that's a different. Yeah, that's a different. Yeah,
right. So a lot of these bands are getting those type of events, and they're getting used to a number.
Yeah, they think it translates to the
Yeah, and that's where the sometimes
right.
we be like, we'll spit it out automatically. I might say, shit, I need 2,500 Malachi, or I need 3,500, or give me what they getting. You know what I'm saying? We done had a couple of things that happen, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, because I'm so stuck. I'm so like groups. I wanna grow. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get stagnant into uh but I know what comes with it. I know the hard work, the setting the trend, marketing, good music, all the above. I know that, and actually having a following, having
Right.
people that really, okay, if this band is there, I want to go see them play. So it's a lot of factoring in. But I've been there at the point of knowing when a run was coming.
Right.
You
Yep,
know
you
what
can
I'm saying?
feel it. You can feel it.
Right. And ask me all the time, does this mean? I say, it really don't mean nothing. Just keep being consistent right now. Or
Yep.
just you will see, and what he's seeing is some of the same people. You know what I'm saying? And it being that you know um it's right now I feel like in my situation I feel like people are curious. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What do they sound like? Let me go check them out. Let me it ain't that I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that yet. But I feel like that brewing is, you know, damn, the more I market, you know what I'm saying, the more I make it look good, it's an attraction, you know what I'm saying? So the marketing is important, man. And I'm that hey, I'm that $1,000, and then I'm that $3,500.
Right.
you know, I'm in,
What
I'm, I don't know where I'm at, Malachi.
what you were describing earlier is an important point. There's what you call a hard ticket show,
Yeah.
pause, and it has nothing to do with the like an actual physical ticket. It just means that if I'm paying $15 to come see Top Five, and Top Five is at the top of the flyer, that is a hard ticket show. But if I'm coming to see, or if I'm coming to the Pepsi holiday party, and
Right.
Top Five is playing there, or I'm going to the cannabis festival and Top Five is on the cannabis festival, anywhere under the top slot, that's what you call a soft ticket show, which means that the people aren't really there to see you. They're just there and you happen to be there. You know what I'm saying? So
Sir.
yeah, so a hard ticket show is when I made that video the other day, when I'm talking about how you you should keep track of how many tickets you sold in every place, and you're worth roughly 60%.
How do you charge on a hard ticket show? I mean, a soft ticket show.
You negotiate whatever you can get. You ask them what I'm gonna tell you.
Hey,
what budget range are you trying to stay within?
right.
You let them tell you first. That's what you do. I mean, you always try to do that. Although, so say for example, I have
that's scary, Mally.
Say again.
That's scary.
Well, no, it's not scary, because sometimes I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you might be like, well, shit, I'll take $3,000 for this show, and you'll say, well, what kind of budget range you're trying to stay in? They say, well, we definitely want to keep it under 10,000. Cool, 9,500 sold.
Right.
That's the best situation to be in, because
right.
They might go ahead.
But it's that we got $1,000 for a band.
Well, then, sorry, we can't do it, but I've got some other recommendations of bands that might be able to do it in your price range. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, we're not able to do that. Or you could just say, thanks, I get it. Unfortunately, we're in the $2,500 to $3,000 range. Sorry. Hopefully we can work together in the future. And then sometimes they might come back and be like, well, actually, I talked to our vice president and he said we could stretch to 3,500, and then you're good. So no, it's never a bad situation. If they don't offer you enough, then you just can't do it.
I'm just speaking on. I'm asking for people to just watch it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it also depends on what the event is, because you brought up Pepsi earlier. If Pepsi would give your band $1,000 to play at their corporate event, you better take that shit, and you better say the only requirement we have is that we bring our own video person, and you get not your homeboy with the iPhone, but a real video person, and you spend money on that video, and then you can use that video. Coop, me and you've been talking about this shit since the beginning. Right. The live video is the most important marketing tool you can have. So yeah, it all depends. I mean, it's all a negotiation. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to hard ticket shows, roughly speaking, and this is just a rule of thumb. It's not a hard, fast, concrete rule. Generally speaking, you're worth about 60% of whatever your gross is in that market. And that's the other important thing that people in go-go don't really seem to understand. They think that because I get $5,000 in DC, that means I get $5,000 wherever I go. Or the even worse thing, I don't know, my watch is talking to me. The even worse thing, and I know that this happens sometimes because I know that I distinctly remember and will always remember, and this speaks to Coop's character, everybody. When I was filling in with y'all, and we went to North Carolina, I think we played 2 shows in North Carolina at colleges, and then we came back to play at the Classics that night. And yeah, that's what we were doing. And I think, yeah, exactly. And I forget who was driving, but somebody almost ran us off the road in your Suburban.
Jay?
Oh, yeah, probably was Jay. It's not a surprise. Anyway, but you handed me an envelope that was like $50 more than what I was getting.
Right.
And I was like, what's this for? And you're like, oh, that's your out-of-town fee. I was like, oh, man, I'm not really, and you wouldn't let me not take it. So everybody, that speaks to Coop's character right there. However, I will say that sort of sets a bad precedent for how the rest of the world works. You don't get paid more for going out of town, because unless, I mean, this is a little bit of a different situation because we were playing at colleges. Colleges usually have higher budgets, so I'm sure we got paid more. But generally speaking, when you're talking about a hard ticket show in another market, and when I say market, I mean city, but like, it's not necessarily city, because if you play at the Fillmore Silver Spring or the 930 Club or City Winery or the Birchmere, that's all the same market. That's the DC market, even though some of those venues aren't technically in DC. So it's just the surrounding areas. Baltimore would be another market, but anywhere in sort of PG, Moco, Northern Virginia would all be the DC market. So that's what I mean when I say market. But if you are playing in another market where you don't already have a fan base, you're not going to get more money, because just think about it logically for a second. If I'm a promoter in Cincinnati and I'm like, you know what, I like this go-go shit. Let me look at who's popping. Okay, Backyard. All right, cool. But then I call Backyard and you say, I need $15,000 to come play. If I'm a promoter in Cincinnati, okay, I like this band, but nobody in Cincinnati knows who the fuck this band is. If I pay you $15,000, I'm going to lose my ass. That's why go-go isn't outside of DC.
Right. And I remember, and let me explain. Let me explain And I used to think, this is what I used to think. At a point in us coming up, Mally, I always thought that we were independent. We were our own independent labels, and we had to invest in our artists, and we were the artists.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Meaning we would have to pay for certain things.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I would do bus trips
Yep.
to pay for our travel. I would do bus trips to pay for our travel. I mean, so it won't set on the promoter out of town.
Yep. Yep.
I would do bus trips just to pay for our travel and our hotels. So I
Yep.
might charge a person to ride with Backyard for $99.
Right.
Now the promoter would let all of them in with us because they were like, okay, if that's going to help, you know, because that's what it be, man. It'd be the travel and the
hotels.
the room and
rooms.
board.
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
add it to the price. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta work those type of things to make it make sense for out of town. And like you said, if we outprice ourselves, we won't travel. You know what I'm saying? We won't travel. It won't make sense. Cliff the General says, what happens when Fillmore, Hamilton, City Winery isn't feeding the bands 4 days per week? And they remove 4.3 in a month, remove the promoters. What happens then?
Well, what I will say is that if let's just use Backyard as an example. This isn't a real scenario, but let's just use them as an example. I mean, it kind of could be a real example. If I booked Backyard at the Fillmore, and they didn't play at all in February, right? And they didn't play at all the rest of February, and everybody that comes to see Backyard came to see them at the Fillmore. The way that I structured the deals, they'd make more money than playing every week. I mean, that's your answer right there. I think that, and that's why I posted earlier in the GoGo report. I said, would you rather play 4 shows at $100 or play 1 show at $400? And I got different answers, and there's an argument for either side. And I understand it. This is the culture of how GoGo has been done. And of course,
I think. Excuse me, I mean to cut you off, but
good.
I think you understand both sides, and that's what I'm about to explain to.
I do.
Cliff Malachi he's not only a broker, he's a manager too, because he managed, bands before, like, Mumble Sauce and, Northeast, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of helped, he understand, that's me too. So even as a manager, I understand the promoter side. So, and I understand the artist side, because right now, Mally, if I got like some like band members right now, they just want to play. So like you would see, that's why a lot of people playing for different bands. So if my band playing once a week or once a month, let's say my band playing once a, and you know what I'm about to say. Well, my band playing once a week, the band members gonna take it upon themselves to keep gigging. So they gonna play the other 3 times with other bands.
Right. Well, that I think that also depends on what the deal structures that the manager and or agent is setting up with the venues that they're playing, and also what the band leader or manager or whatever, how they're paying the band members. If the band members get the same amount of money no matter how many people are in there, then I totally understand. Keep playing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's a whole nother conversation about, hired musicians versus artists, and, whether like what your expectations should be.
Right.
If you're just a hired musician that wants to get paid no matter how many people are there and no matter what the circumstances are, or if you're a person that's like, hey, listen, if we take a hit, I'm willing to take a hit with the band. I just want if we have a good night, I just want to be taken care of then too. You know what I'm saying? So there's two different sides to that story as well. It's all complicated. It's not a clear cut black or white answer. But what I'm saying is assuming that you're in a band that and you're like, say I'm the guitar player, right? And say if I know that if the band makes twice as much as we normally make, then I'm going to make twice as much as I normally make. Then I'm going to want to be in a position to play once per month and make. I didn't get that. Could you try God, again? Shut up. Sorry, my watch keeps talking to me. I'm going to want to be in a position to play less and make more than the other way around. You know what I'm saying? And if I do play I feel like the band members aren't playing with other bands just because they want to play. I feel like the band members are playing with other bands because they want more money. I mean, I could be wrong on that because obviously I don't know every musician, but that's what I feel.
I think they want more money, but because they're so close to each other, they just fall. It just falls that way. Like you might be close to a guy in another band. He be like, "What? Mally, we need you Wednesday, man."
Right.
And you know what I'm saying. You might. All right, babe. All right. Love you, man. Thank you for coming. Anytime, man. Reggie Rage in the building.
Yeah, man. What's up, Reg?
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of these musicians are high musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it don't. So with that being said, Mally, that's why I paid my musicians top dollar because I didn't want them floating.
Right.
And you notice Backyard members never floated.
Right.
Junkyard, the top bands, Northeast Grooves never float. I mean, these type of bands don't float.
Right.
You getting that when you getting that money, you like, man, shit, Coop got me. You know what I'm saying? So I cared about that. I cared about what I gave band members, and I paid for, I paid for a loyalty and a discipline and a respect because I felt like, okay, if I'm getting this amount of money, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no I feel like the artist should get, you know what I'm saying, their fair share and be happy about it. You know what I'm saying? So only problem I had was with Stomp Dog. because Stomp, I try to pay Stomp, top dollar, but he'll say stop at the 7-Eleven and spend $78 at 7-Eleven, bro. On snacks and shit like Stomp. Joe, next time I'm just gonna get you. I'm gonna get you my. I gotta separate his per diem, man, because I gotta make sure my man got it. Next time I hire Stump, I'm gonna have a separate because he will spend his check on. You know what I'm saying?
On powdered donuts for greedy motherfucker.
Hey man, and that's my man.
I just talked to him right before I came on here. That's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Malik, I got a question though for you. Like,
I hope I have an answer.
Earlier about the whole somebody see you in Cincinnati and they want you to come on out, right?
Yep.
Why? What? I mean, if you are calling that person to come on out, it's obviously you see something in that person, the potential for you to want to even book them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why if they have a set price as a promoter or
there isn't a set price though. That's what I'm telling you.
They have a asking price.
Mm-hmm.
This, like you said, they have an asking price of a certain amount. That might be a little higher than what you are looking for. It's pretty much one of them situations where we can negotiate, or it's a take it or leave it situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what if it's like, so now you're calling because you like the entertainment and you say you want to bring, I would love to bring that out here to my city. Mm-hmm. So you call it and then now it's like, the question I want to ask is, will you do when you do negotiate the price, when you are negotiating the price, it's like you have to I mean, hold on.
Spit it out.
Let me get this right. Let me get the. Let me. I want to say it the right way. I
Nah,
don't
let
want
him get
to.
out. Let him get
I
out.
want to say it the right way because you are calling this band to come to your. You come to your city, right? So
It usually happens the other way around, but go ahead.
the promote. So usually the other way around. You'll get like a manager to say, well,
BJ, we know you ain't got your head
I'm
down. Don't worry
interested
about
in. I'm interested in being playing. And I'm interested in coming to your city. Usually that's usually the way it goes.
With me, yeah, because I'm always trying to get go-go in other places. But go ahead.
Mm.
But assuming sometimes it does happen the other way around. So go ahead, finish your question. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your thought.
I mean, I guess I don't really. I guess I don't really know what I'm trying to say because I'm trying to get.
Love you
I'm
though.
trying to get the whole idea of getting the bands getting booked. You know what I mean? Because it's like a catch-22. Earlier, I was saying, for reason why you see my posts on Facebook, we keep getting the same shows over and over again because of the fact that what what the promoters are seeing, what the promoters are winning with, and they want to continue to win. This is not a business about losing money. We're not about
Yep.
losing money.
Yep.
But when it, like I said, when you get that phone call from that promoter or that band manager that's saying, "Hey, look, this is my band, the the BJ and the band crew. We out here, man. We trying to get exposure and all that type of stuff. We would love to come out there and do these type of things, but the promoters ain't moving on it based on because they don't know what the numbers are or what they feeling that they bring to the table. So it's like, that's why that product still sits on the shelf or don't even move because of the fact that I don't know what it is that you're doing. So I mean, I was just trying to piggyback off of the thought of you saying my band, I want y'all to come out here and, pretty much how do we get these deals to happen with the smaller bands to try to get them to 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 get that opportunity to be on these different shows.
I can tell you, it's a very simple equation. Build your own fan base. Like, stop looking for a promoter to put you in a position or to like make you popular or like that. Like, that's not the promoter's job. The promoter's job is to put on a good show with bands that are going to draw people and that are and to, you know what I'm saying? It's a band's job to build their own fan base, not the promoter. So taking it back to it, like, here's a good example of an artist that I book for. I'm sort of embarrassed to tell people that I book for him because his political views and the political views of his audience are not my political views at all. As you probably know, and everybody, I'm a pretty hardcore left wing liberal dude. This guy, I signed him before I knew he was kind of a little bit right wing. You know what I'm saying? But in any event, the purpose of my example is that I signed him in 2017, right? He had multiple videos, but he had two videos that had just hit 1 million streams after like a couple of months, right? So at that point, I was booking him for shows, and he was getting like $500, but usually with a versus, like I described earlier, or like a ticket bonus type of situation where if you sold more tickets, you get more money, right? From then till now, most of it happening over COVID, because he's been consistently putting out high quality videos, been very active on social media, building up his fan base of people that, generally speaking, have the same political leanings as he does, which are totally opposite from mine. Every video he's put out in the last, say, 6 months or so, and he puts out usually a video per week, and these are like MTV level videos. Every video hit 1 million views in the first day. And now, Remember, I was getting $500 offers from him before. Matter of fact, the first show I booked for him was in Colorado with this promoter for $500. This same exact promoter is hitting me up multiple times now, offering $50,000. And that's because he has built up his fan base over time by consistently putting shit out. And I realize this is a little more difficult for go-go bands who, have to corral 12 people together and convince them to go to an expensive studio. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it's like a little bit of a different scenario than some guy that could just make the beat and cut the vocals in his bedroom. But again, like, it's not the promoter's job to build the demand for an artist. By the same token, the fact that it's harder for you to put out music and shoot videos and all that shit doesn't fucking matter to the marketplace. That's what they want. They want videos. They want social media. They want it at a high quality level, because these kids are making TikToks that are, even though they may not be like a Martin Scorsese film, they still have a high quality level. So go-go doesn't really put out anything at a high quality level except for maybe once or twice a year. So I'm leading all that back to the point of your question about Cleveland is the way that you're going to convince a promoter in Cleveland to pay a go-go band $15,000 is to say, hey, Cleveland guy, I know that this band doesn't have any proof that they could sell that many tickets in your city, but here's our Spotify for Artists report that shows that there's 20,000 listeners streaming the music of this artist in Cleveland. Here's our YouTube report that shows that there's 30,000 people streaming the music in Cleveland. You can do that now. You know what I'm saying? You didn't used to be able to do that back in the 90s. You just had to, try to, sell the shit out of this promoter on the fact that people are going to come to this show. Now you can actually show them that people are listening to your music and watching your videos and interested in your brand. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that answers your question. It was a long ass answer, but
no, that was that's hot that they can do that. I didn't know that it was that big with it. Like I just see a lot of bands are still sitting at home, and waiting for what people can do for them. I mean, they're not really investing to themselves or to help, push their product and push their brand themselves. So I'm just trying to just see how we can just shift the goalpost a little bit on, because I'm a type of person, if I was the manager band, I'm gonna be calling you guys and I'm gonna be like, hey, this is what I would do, but with the type of promoters that we have today, it's like, what can you do for me? What are you going to do for me? Type of industry right now. It's not, it's not what I'm going to do for you. It's what you're going to do for me.
That's not how it works. But also, like, I mean, the conversation earlier was about managers, and the thing is, like, and when I said you don't need a manager until you have something to manage, what I meant was the shit that I see managers in go-go doing. Like the fact that Coop used to be at every practice when I was playing with Backyard, sitting there like, no, play it like this, do it like that. That is not the job of a manager. If you need a manager to make sure you come to rehearsal on time, just quit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't for you. And the thing is, like with Mambo Sauce, I was at every rehearsal. I mean, of course, I was in the band. Like, also at one point I started playing guitar, but I wasn't. I mean, that's me playing guitar in that whole album, except for like 2 songs. But that wasn't the original plan. I wasn't even supposed to be the manager. I was the record label. I just became the manager and the guitar player and the graphic designer and the booking agent and everything because there wasn't anybody else to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but that wasn't the original plan. But the point is, a manager is supposed to find you opportunities and be the CEO of your company. But you as the artist are the company. So you take responsibility for making sure that your company is successful. Yeah, you got this guy helping you run it, but you shouldn't need him to fucking kick you in the ass to make sure you come to rehearsal and learn your songs or write songs or take pictures or post on social media or whatever. Like that's not that's a lot of the reason why Go-Go isn't anywhere, because Coop has to make sure you come to fucking rehearsal on time. He shouldn't be worried about that. He should worry about trying to get you a brand deal with fucking
Right.
Seagrams or something. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
So yeah.
Stress.
Anyway, I just had to get on my
Malachi,
soapbox about that.
we appreciate you, man, and I'm glad Dan finally got this thing fixed. So you telling me, Dan, excuse me, Malachi, because everything's working right now. So you saying when Kim was on,
I ain't say nothing.
she was the
see?
feedback?
No. This what I'm saying. I sent him a cash app so he could get his shit fixed.
Oh,
So
he
he
get
must
his
have paid
shit
to get it
straight.
fixed.
Okay.
real quick.
All right.
Thanks for the dollar.
Yeah,
Thanks for
man.
the dollar.
Hey, well, thank you for getting
I
that.
needed that.
Thank you for
I
giving
needed
him.
that one.
Yeah, because God
Because
damn.
my kids need some shoes for Christmas.
But I'm glad it's working now. So
Yeah.
now when you want to pop in, hey,
There
we're
you
gonna
go.
check, we're gonna pop you right in.
I'm just trying to
All right.
I'm just trying to try just different ways, Malachi. You know me. I'm
Yeah.
now next week watch the whole V, watch everything. We
Right.
just upgrading. We upgrading in here.
That's
I
what's
just get
up.
my
That's what's
production
up.
manager. I got my production manager on board now, so somebody gonna be in here.
Malik-
I'm glad that my huge donation is going to pay for your my
Yes,
huge donation of $25 is going to pay for an 85-inch screen to go on that wall. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
I wish I could see what we got going on here. You don't know we already got the what size is this?
This look like a 40-inch. I don't know.
That's about 55.
No, it definitely ain't 55.
That's 55, man.
Talking about a 40-inch right here. That's 55?
That's 55.
Wow.
inches.
Wow, it don't look like it.
It is, man.
That's funny.
All right,
Well,
man.
yeah, I was not talking. My comment was not directed at her. I wanted to make sure that BJ didn't think I was talking to him. It didn't even occur to me that she might think I was talking to her.
BJ is definitely a student of the game, man. He,
Yeah.
you know, when you talking and he agreed, he said, I agree, facts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He didn't want to come on today because I don't think he got his haircut.
Right,
Oh, guys.
Yeah.
I gave him plenty of
He
opportunities.
kept saying, "Come on." He gonna say,
Right.
"Why?"
I like BJ. We've had a
Yeah,
couple
well,
conversations.
BJ
I want them to
gonna talk trash.
succeed.
I'm gonna tell you, like, what do you think about these songs? Like, the music industry is about hit songs, man.
Yep.
I don't know why do we understand? Why is go different? Because I think bands feel like if they hit in a tight pocket, they cranking and they should be booked because of their tight pocket. Or
Yep.
it ain't about. I think it's more to it, and these bands don't understand that, man.
There's a lot more to it, and you're 100% right. The Achilles heel of go-go has always been a consistent flow of great songs.
Right.
And if you listen to every hit in go-go that there ever was, they're all great songs. You take the go-go off of it, it's still a good song.
Take the go-go off of it, and it's still a great song.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I'm just listening to bands like, yeah, we cranking it, and they think they doing something because they can booka baka. Everybody can booka baka, a baka, booka baka.
Nah, it's levels to
I understand
the
that.
booka baka.
But give me a groove.
Levels to booka baka.
It's levels
Give me a
to
groove.
it now.
Give me a groove and then bring the booka baka.
Okay,
Man, I want to hear your groove.
But then go-go live was always was invented to groove. A lot of things are taking its course. So people going to use the buka baka, and that buka baka is important because it gets you from one song to the next, and it keeps the
Give me
people
the song.
dancing.
Let me hear the
But what
song.
that's what he's saying though, Coop. It's not even transitioning from one song to the next anymore. It is the song.
It's
And
just-
once it's
Right,
and
right.
all I know is y'all need to get some t-shirts that say Buka Baka on it.
Yeah,
And then there you go.
Hey, you laughing? That shit is real, ain't it though?
I'm serious as shit.
I know
Yeah.
what you saying.
Yeah,
Buka
yeah.
baka, nigga. I ain't joking.
Yeah,
Hey,
there you
hey,
go. I
hey,
just gave you
Mal.
$1 million idea.
Man, Mally is serious. Hey, Mally.
Yeah.
That's all right. Mally gonna have that shit in LA. Y'all gonna he gonna say Buka Baka.
But I think Dan is right though, and but also Coop, you're right, is when you're talking about live. But the thing is this: we all know, and it's common knowledge and cliche that you can't really understand go-go until you experience it. And that's true. But if you want people to experience it, you have to give them something that makes them interested in the first place. And if all you're giving them is some shit that they don't even understand, they won't understand. BJ says spell it. BOOKABAHKA. There you go. There you go. BJ, don't steal my idea and come out with t-shirts. That's my idea.
Well, you got a record. You got evidence that you.
Yeah. It's documented. It's documented. This is my my shit. So, but yeah, I mean, I think you're right. It's the songs. Like
the grooves, the songs, the grooves. Yeah,
it's okay. What's the biggest records in go-go? Bustin' Loose song.
Yeah, the best.
I'm just go ahead.
All right, let's go. Sexy Lady
song. Welcome to DC song. Miracle song. The Butt song. The Word song. Sardines song.
3 in the morning. The Pancake House.
Yeah. Overnight Scenario song. Work the Wall song.
BJ, name 5.
But guess what though?
Name 5 MAB songs.
Guess what though?
List 5 MAB songs.
Hold on,
for me,
hold on. But
quick.
Guess what though, Miley?
Mm-hmm.
Name 5, BJ.
When, and I know bands right now that got what they feel like are songs.
But what they feel like and what the truth is two different things.
All right, so this is what I'm saying. They got a sense of how they feel like a song should be structured, right?
Yep.
And that's what they're following, and that's what that's the problem.
But that is the problem because the way a song should be structured for a live show is not the way it needs to be structured for a record. And the problem is people are trying to take what they do live and bring it in the studio and think it's going to have the same effect.
So we was talking about this the other day when Al was in here.
Mm-hmm.
We feel like we have great producers and great writers, but we don't feel like, we don't feel like, no, you can pick a couple of them. You might can pick a couple, like, I don't know too many writers, but I think Scooby is a good writer. I think Lissette is a good writer. Mm-hmm. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Those are people that I know. You know what I'm saying? You might can name a few, but like then you gotta but to get them to work together is the issue.
Yeah, well, that's the truth. How many
to bring a record together?
Yeah, well, I mean, and I think I remember we talked about the t-shirts, but I also think that I remember this is the thing that kind of I will say irritates me a little bit. I think that I'm not great at a lot of things or great at any one or two things, but I'm pretty good at a lot of things. And I'm trying to figure out how to say this without sounding like an asshole. Basically, I'm the person that has produced the last 2 Billboard charting go-go songs. With the notable exception of Chuck Brown had one, right before he passed. But the only other 2 songs besides Chuck Brown, I forget which one it was, the one with Jill Scott, I think.
It's Love.
No, that's her song. But he did a song. He did a song with Jill Scott on his last album before he passed. But prior to that,
you're about to say what I'm saying, though, man.
Yeah, exactly. But what I don't understand is if I was in a band right now, I'm like, I want that guy. But it's like I gotta go ahead.
But what I'm telling you, Miley, it be everybody got just like the mentality of DC. Everybody got a man. My man over here, I live in Southeast, right? You got a nigga uptown that's killing. And everybody know he killing.
Yep.
But because he ain't from Southeast, I got a nigga from Southeast that'll burn that nigga up. But I'm sticking with my man. They just don't come together, bro. Yeah, and I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated with that too. Well, I got a nigga in Northeast. That's my man. He'd crush Killer Cal, or he'd crush. You know what I'm saying? Like you see Killer doing it.
But it's like, do we have to have a do we have to have a great writer or great songwriter to say like, damn,
the industry do it?
I mean, all right. So let's go.
Look how many people that went to Jermaine Dupri, or or how Khaled went to all these artists. They ain't from his city.
So look at a song like The Butt. Like, is that the greatest lyrics in the fucking world? I mean, walked in this place
at the time,
surprised to see
at the time
a big girl.
But Dan, it's a song. Listen, a song is not broken up into this is great lyrics, this is a great beat, this is a great rhythm. It's all of it together. It's all of it together. When you say a great songwriter doesn't have to be like a Nas lyricist.
Excuse me. Okay, what did you? Hold on, man. I'm gonna ask you as a musician, because I don't feel like he's a musician.
He's not.
This what got me off on the butt. Yep.
Stop beating on my desk.
I'm just saying.
Stop beating on my
desk. That's what got everybody up, right?
Right.
And nobody care about what they were saying at the time.
Right.
We could.
The beat, right? It was the beat. It was the beat.
It was the beat that got you. So
not only was it the beat, but it was the quality at which it was recorded, and it was the production. The production is not necessarily the twisting of the knobs. The production is this part goes here because it's a logical transition between this part and this part. It's a song structure. It's first of all, the butt is done in traditional song structure. Yeah, there's some little call and response at the end, but that's essentially a bridge, which is still part of traditional song structure. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, but the butt sounded like the other shit that was on the radio at the time. Now, when I hear go-go songs that people record now, they sound like some shit from 15 years ago.
And that is the final word. Yes, indeed. And that's and so he's joking about lyrics that was fucking 30 years ago, that at the time that's what people was doing at the party.
We keep talking about these writers. We gotta have these great writers. I don't know
because they understand.
That's not great writing.
Because they understand the time that we're in and know what the fuck to say, know what to talk about, and know how to put it together, bro.
Yeah, that like don't push me because I'm close to the. That's what was going on at that time. It wasn't no Nas, Jay-Z or lyrics at the time. You know what I'm saying? That's not what was happening.
Put that shit together, bro. Like now, you gotta put it. You gotta speak about the time and know how to be that poet.
Let me. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. I'm gonna put you on the spot. What's your what's your 5 greatest backyard records? Your favorite.
One is Popeye's Chicken. All of them it's old. All of it's old.
It don't matter.
Right.
I mean, they and those records was, you know, they was at that time. Those was creative. Those was mixed with covers and a little bit of us, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So it wasn't no. It wasn't no.
But y'all did. Y'all put 4 albums out, right? 3 or 4. How many albums did you put out?
5.
5 albums.
Yeah. 5. And they were in live form for the most part, except for hood related and real niggas. Everything else, Skillet was live. You know, we was trying to, you know, we put together a song called "Eat Fish on Friday." Like,
you know, I was just about to say that shit.
Right,
I used to play it on my radio show.
We was just having fun learning how to write a song, and for the most part, just because that was the thing to do back then, we ain't know nothing about, getting on no R&B charts and no billboards and nothing like that, or publishing and writing and stuff. That shit important now. That shit important now. Back then, it was just, man, we was call and response. We was trying to acting like NWA and grooving, and it wasn't no song structure. Even though we tried to do it, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, but we were a we was a live band, recording like I wouldn't even record that way no more. Like going in the studio, you got your whole band in there, it's 12 people. Everybody, everybody got a comment on, man, it should go like this. We should go. It took us
fuck that.
it took us 12 hours just to make 3 songs.
Well, it should. I mean, that's the only thing I would disagree with it, is that it should take you that long, but not for the same reason that it probably did take you that long.
Yeah,
not because everybody was arguing, but because you're paying that much attention to the detail.
Yeah,
it would normally if Mambo Sauce, every song took at least 2 days.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
I the songs that we was doing,
you were just going and playing
was what we were doing in live anyway.
Yeah, I get you.
And the call time was 12 noon. We ain't start till fucking 9 p.m.
Right. Yeah. Nah, we didn't have those type of sessions. We started at 10 a.m. Yeah. No, I get you.
Smoking for 3 hours. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Nah, that ain't it.
I mean, it was fun. It was fun, but it was a learning experience.
Right. But yeah, I agree. I agree with you also. When you're talking about the 12 people all arguing, that's why I am of the position, and only recently, like within the last few years, that I don't think Go-Go's future, in the way that I see it, which is, did you all see the post that I made the other day about of the Bad Bunny concert?
No.
So if you look, I think I did it on my personal page. Do you know who Bad Bunny is?
Yeah.
So he's a reggaeton artist. Guess when reggaeton started?
Right.
1980, about the same time Go-Go did. He's a reggaeton artist that put his first project out in 2018. He's the biggest artist in the world right now, streaming and touring. The video I posted the other day.
I didn't even hear about him until he did his jump with Cardi B.
Exactly. Most of his songs aren't even in English. If you look at that post that I made the other day, there's like 1 billion people at that concert, all singing the words to everything. That's what I want for Go-Go. I don't care about hangers or aqua or not, like that's, to me, like that's cool. Like I don't think that should go away. I think that's still
I remember you say that. Yeah, I remember you say that.
Yeah, like I don't think that should go away. Like I don't think it ever is going to go away. But what I want is Coachella. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? And it's the only way that that's possible is, I can't believe I'm agreeing with Dan on anything, but the only way that that's possible is by having hit songs. And we need better writers and better producers in this genre.
All right.
And I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying that I got a little bit of a track record.
Can you give us one of your hit melodies right now? You want to sing it real quick? No, I'm joking.
Well, I didn't make that part up, so I got to give that to Chris. But that's my band, though.
All right, we about to. Hey, Malachi, we can do the show with you all the time, anytime, all the time, man. You just a wealth of knowledge that the people just need to keep hearing. Before we get up out of here, we're going to abbreviate. We normally do our top 20 on the 20th.
Okay.
Yesterday was the 20th, and yes, and we're going to abbreviate it this. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to only give y'all our top 2, and we're going to post our top 20 on Instagram and Facebook tonight. And I'm going to let you be a part of this right now, being that you are, I know you pay attention to the market. You know what I mean? It can be your top 2 bands right now, or however you want to do it. You'll want to do it. You want
Well,
to go?
I don't just pay attention to the market. I participate in the
Oh
market.
yeah, right. Well, you
I just had backyard at the Fillmore on December 10th, and I got them at the Howard on January 21st. And I had a whole bunch of shows happening in the City Winery, but as you probably have heard by now,
What's the deal with City Winery? What's going on?
apparently well, there's a few things. One, they can't keep a staff, which is sort of a nationwide problem, not just their problem. But they can't keep a steady staff for one. Two, I'm not 100% privy to the whole neighborhood thing, but what I think happened, the guy mentioned something about the neighborhood, and what I think really happened is the landlord of the building sold the owner of City Winery on the fact that this neighborhood is going to get a lot better quickly, and it didn't. And part of City Winery's income is from private events, trying to sell the little 21-year-old white girl a place to do her wedding reception. And when that 21-year-old white girl comes in, it's like 4 homeless dudes in front of the place. And she's like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. And then that's like, more money than a show. You know what I'm saying? Gone. And I'm just using that as an example. I'm not saying that really happened. I'm just saying that that's, so I think that the owner of City Winery, who, City Winery is in multiple cities, New York, Nashville, Chicago, Philadelphia, Boston. You know what I'm saying? So they got multiple city wineries. This is just one of theirs. So I think he wasn't happy with the landlord for kind of selling him on something that didn't really happen, and so he's like, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I understand. I'm not saying I have all of the answers, but that's what it was. It's not because they were losing money. But yeah, that's what I understand the problem to be.
It's unfortunate because
it sucks.
That's one of the venues that it's another venue that's gone, and this is the live, and this is the entertainment town, man, and
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that's different about City Winery than, we always tell the joke about how you could tell when a venue in DC is going down the tubes because they start doing go-go. That's not what happened with City Winery. From the very beginning, from the very first Black Alley show that I booked in there, they were like, bring us more go-go. You know what I'm saying? They loved it. They were not like, oh, well, let's get this because we need to get this money real quick. Like, they were supporters of go-go. You know what I'm saying? So it really is unfortunate that.
But the shows were respectable. The time was respectable.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't no 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning shows. It was set. It was set right. You know what I'm saying? And even the whole setup with the tables, the food, the ambiance.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It was a dinner style concert, man, and
Yep.
yeah, 'cause I was putting it on my calendar this year, and I seen that. I was like, damn, But I appreciate you even, giving us an opportunity to be in that venue. It really,
For sure.
it really shaped it shaped some of the, especially when people say, where y'all play at. You know what I'm saying? Good to say, yeah, we had City Winery, we had Bethesda Blues and Jazz, or we had Fillmore.
Mm-hmm.
Those are big venues you like to put on your resume. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
plus, them having the opportunity to play with Kevin and most of them, Atlanta, the different cities.
I left Atlanta out.
They definitely the band love playing in city wineries all over.
Yeah.
So with that being said, cool.
Yeah.
Your top 2 bands.
My top 2 bands right now,
Top
Mally Kai, and this is what I do. And we do our top 20 every 20th of the month, and it's based off of just the last few weeks to me. It's every it's not based off the year
every
because
30 days.
it's the last 30 days.
Right.
I got Vibe at number 1. I got Backyard at number 2.
Okay.
Vibe I've seen Vibe on some Backyard it's always it's stable because they got the Aqua. That's a stable spot, and then they just did the Fireman's thing. That was a success, and that was a success. So
Don't forget they just put 1,000 people in the Fillmore too.
And the Fillmore.
Mhm.
Yes. So yeah, I might have to rearrange that. I forgot about the Fillmore, but no, I just see the vibe. You know what happens also. I also see the vibe that they were at the they packing these hotels too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Backyard could do the same thing, but it's just all on opportunity that month. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you know, but Vibe is I'm just seeing Vibe on every card. You know, fortunate for them. I mean,
Right.
they are all a big company. So Vibe number one, Backyard number two, close two.
Malachi, you want to give yours?
I'm gonna say
Top two.
backyard number one. I would say Black Alley number two because they just went to Africa. And actually, they're going back to Africa. But I mean, I guess like I'm always looking. I look at things in a little bit of a different lens, like because I talk to people a lot outside of go-go and what how they perceive things.
All right.
And so to me, Backyard and Black Alley at the top, but locally, I agree with you. Vibe is definitely on a hot streak,
Right.
and I talked to Derek a decent amount, and he's to be in the band and running it like that takes a lot of skill and a lot of like I would never recommend anybody do that. So the fact that he's able to do that is pretty impressive, and I definitely tip my hat to
And
him.
I seen him at a couple of private events that was just that helped set like damn this places I want to play.
Right, for sure.
My top two last month is the same. Actually, Serious Company is still my number one, and the DC Vibe is my number two. I'm just loving the fact that Serious Company. I'm loving the originality that they are mixing into their shows now. And
I guess I should have asked, what are we basing this off of?
No, there's no basis.
no
There's no
basis.
basis at
Okay.
all. There's no
Okay.
basis at all. However
Okay,
you want to
gotcha.
feel about it.
Gotcha.
I love the fact that if you've been looking at the shows, they've been playing, their songs that fits their image. That's their songs as well as the cover songs that they're doing. I love what they're doing.
Well,
for the city.
you're not picking month to month then.
I love what they're doing for the. Hold on. I love what they're doing for the city right now. Doing stuff with the Redskins and doing the things that they're doing, being festive with the Christmas things and all that good stuff. I love what I'm seeing from them in the city, as well as Vibe. Vibe still is that band. I love Dirk. Dirk, he kind of like got my attention the last show I went to, and he added that I met a girl, and that joint was cranking so hard. That was the original joint. I was like, why don't y'all play this joint? But that was another joint that got my attention.
Right,
So
right.
you know what I mean? Backyard is always, man. I'm just trying to move the goalposts. Backyard, y'all know y'all the hottest shit out there. I'm just moving the goalposts. I'm trying to move. I'm trying to grow the culture a little bit. So that's how I do.
I understand.
That's me right there in a nutshell, man.
Yeah, but we had that discussion before. Like a person like Coop Wise Backyard always number one. I say because
They are.
I mean shit.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like they stay, and I'm trying to move the goalposts because they say I'm biased. So, but if they are steady, you know, doing these big events and you know, hey, they the talk of the town. What I post, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I keep it as real as possible.
Yeah.
Right.
Look at my sexy cam though, y'all.
Can I? Well, before you go off on your sexy cam, damn, can I plug some shit real quick?
Yeah.
I got I'm gonna. You said no.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, and I hope you appreciate that you guys have the first. Well, first of all, let me get to the stuff that is already out there. So I'm supposed to have Northeast Groovers and New Impressions at the Fillmore on January 1st. I think we're gonna have to push that back a little bit for a couple of reasons, but it's still going to happen. It's just not going to be on January 1st, but I'll keep everybody updated on that.
Oh,
but
man.
yeah, it's still going to happen. It's just, some things happen over the past couple of days and blah, blah, blah. We just got to push it a little bit. Okay. So but the next thing is I got Backyard at the Howard Theater on January 21st. And
Run it back.
Tickets are on sale for that right now, January 21st at gogotix.co, of course. But this hasn't been officially announced yet, but I'm going to announce it on y'all show. Alive Entertainment, which is my company, which is comprised of a live agency, gogotix.co, and 7070 Sound, which is the record label that I just put out, the Crazy Legs featuring T.O.B. and Casey of Black Alley. Alive Entertainment is doing an official go-go showcase at South by Southwest in 2023.
That's right.
So in March, it's all go-go. They have previously done, the city has previously done DC showcase where they'll have different arts from DC, but it'll be like some rappers and country singers and whoever. This one is all go-go. It's called South by Southwest a go-go, and the information will be forthcoming within the next couple of weeks. But I just wanted to give y'all the exclusive because y'all my folks.
Appreciate that, man. Y'all heard it here on
Of course.
Supa.
Thanks for having me on.
Hey, man. Hey.
My favorite red guy.
I wish I was a go-go band now.
You are a go-go band.
My favorite VA Bama.
You got like 20% go-go in your family. Like we got treated like,
I'm the cousin.
I got a little bit of my family and my stuff. You got 20% go-go in your family. Y'all good. Y'all good.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Malachi.
I appreciate you guys, man. Thanks for letting me jump in.
Come in next Wednesday if you ain't doing that. Let's rap.
Right. All right. Sounds good. All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Happy holidays to you.
All right, dog. Happy holidays.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, another
very informative
show for y'all today.
But you kick Kim off with the bad.
I know,
echo.
Man. So
you blaming her, Joe?
No, you're blaming her.
No, I'm asking you because now we don't have no problem.
I didn't do anything different. I guess the headphones was what it is. I don't know. I mean, I got
figure it out.
Malachi is a professional. I got to find out what he did.
Kim, that.
I'm not. See,
why we had a problem with Kim?
There you go. Why you? I don't know.
I'm gonna call and tell her, man.
You gonna stop trying to put Kim.
Call and tell her, man.
Kim calling.
A lot of feedback with echo and all that. Then you gonna why Malachi come? He's fixed.
I ain't do nothing different. So
we love you, Kim.
You trying to put it on her, man? That's messed up, man. All right, y'all. We about to get up out of here. Get y'all, let y'all know what's going on again. Fast Eddie's tomorrow. I'll be at Fast Eddie's tomorrow, Thursday. Friday, I will be at the Cut in Waldorf. Saturday, I'm taking it on the road. Y'all, I will be in North Carolina for visiting family for the Christmas holiday. So y'all make sure y'all have yourself a Merry, Merry Christmas and all that good stuff, man. I hope y'all have good gifts and have fun with the little ones, man. Eat good. Anything you want to say before we get out of here? Cool?
Thursday night, we are having a Christmas party for all the utility workers. Pepco, WSSC, any gas company. We having a party for y'all down at Harlot on 11th and U Street. Top 5 will be performing. Wiley K presents. This Friday, we are air. DJ Trini, Miss Autumn Joy, the host, DJ Gifted, air this Friday. We off over the weekend, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Love y'all.
All right, y'all. The station take us out of here, man. We will see y'all next week. Same bad time, same bad channel, baby.
Put it on the design. Forget about that design. Let me see you all. Let me know design. Come and blow my mind. What's it gonna be up till all night? Get me. Ouch to the ouch now. Don't talk about it, get about it, get me. It went on. Hey, get me. Hey, it's rock and roll. What can I whip it? What can I put it? What can I whip it on you, girl? Come on.
is Rob. You better handle your business, boy. With Fast Eddie's, I said, are you ready? You better get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Just make that ass clap, make that ass bounce, make that ass clap, make that ass bounce. Hey, you better get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. Just make that ass clap, make that ass bounce. Hey, roll it around, roll it around. It's so new, so new.
Ladies, why they great till they gotta be great? Don't text me, say straight to my face. Best friend sat me down in the salon chair. Shampoo press, get you out of my hair. Fresh photos with the mold light. New man on the Minnesota Vikings. True love, he was something for his